Oh, hi guys, how are you doing? So, very occasionally I like to play a game, maybe a bit too long into the night, and just so happens that I've been playing Banished today. So I thought I would show you my little village, and if anybody still plays the game, then maybe you can get some inspiration, because this village is completely self-sustainable. So, I guess I should start at the beginning. So this is where I actually started, and as you can see we have the stockpile and, oh no, sorry, the storage barn and the stockpile we started with, and I kind of started building some houses initially, maybe 2 houses. It's kind of important to build houses pretty quickly because everyone can go into a house and they can basically get firewood, and it kind of keeps them warm. So very important to get the houses down. The next thing I built, which is pretty cool, is I built a gatherer's hut over here, and I also built a forest lodge with 1 person working in it, and basically the person just plants trees constantly. And this gatherer hut, because it's now got 4 workers in, it is producing a very large quantity of food. So considering each person eats about 100 food per year, I believe, you can see how much we're producing. 500 berries, 300 mushrooms, 600 onions. Basically it's feeding about 3 times more people than what it actually takes to run. So these things are amazing if you can get enough trees in the area. Like I say, you only need 1 forest lodge. We've also got a herbalist, and the herbalist produces herbs. The herbs can be eaten as a substitute to basically keep your people healthy. So for example, I think people need protein and they need some kind of grain or whatever. So some kind of vegetable, some kind of meat or something. If they don't have the meat, then they can actually eat a herb instead. So that's what herbs do, I believe. Up here I've got the hunting lodge, and again I've only got 2 people working here, but it's still producing leather and venison. The leather of course can be used for clothing people, and shortly after that I of course built the woodcutter to get more firewood, and then I went for the tailor, the blacksmith and the school. And at the moment these 3 buildings are serving the community really well. As you can now see, we're producing warm coats, which means people can travel further before they start to get cold. So that's pretty neat. Also built a church of course in the starting area a bit later on. So these I call my ancient groves, okay? They're really dense forest. Basically, again, I've only got 1 forester working in here, and they're just planting trees, like I said, exactly the same as before. And these produce the bulk of our food. Not producing quite as much this time, but still, we're producing, like I say, so if it takes about 4 people to run this thing, you can basically feed 12 people, just based on what we just saw. So I think that's pretty cool. So we go further down here, and we've got some normal forest lodges, just with 2 people working in them. The normal ones will just produce wood over time, and doesn't really matter where they're bunched up. I started to clear this area here because I really needed some wood, so clearing is quite efficient as well. I've also got a pretty large population of labourers at the moment because I haven't assigned them to do anything. I've got another ancient grove down here, which is cool. I've got a hunting lodge here, which is, again, pretty good. Hunting lodges aren't too fussy. They just basically need quite a lot of land without too many buildings around them. And then you'll kind of get deer spawning. Okay. So we have here a boarding house, and boarding houses are really cool. Basically their main function is to have people in them, and the people do not have kids, basically. So you can see here we have a man and a woman in this house, and we have had three kids. which is pretty cool. But boarding houses are actually a way of controlling the population. So if I hypothetically had too many people, which I currently have, by the way, then eventually they're going to end up in the boarding house not having kids. It's actually kind of the same in other countries where you've got really high house prices, people stop having kids. A real world mechanic, I guess. But as you can see, we've got a lot of people in these having kids. It's important to have enough houses for people to move into and have kids, because after a certain age they can't. So I have about 8 woodcutters, and this is the main currency that we are producing, which is chopped wood. So here you can see we've got firewood, 165, worth 4 each, and I can trade this for whatever I want here. What I would typically do is every visit I would choose certain things. So at the moment we're producing a lot of ale and stuff from berries. So I like to buy in some berries. Also iron and stone and wood I might buy into. Log, actually, they're called logs. These things are really, really useful, and they can basically bring from every visit, so that's really cool. Here we go, stone. So the things they're going to bring me is logs, because logs are converted into firewood very efficiently. I think you get about 4 firewood per log, so you're basically quadrupling the amount of resource you have. Okay, so stone, we're bringing iron. Stone and iron, again, you need to get them from the map. I've actually got a pretty good supply of both at the moment, but and the berries are going to be converted into alcohol, which is cool. I've got 3 taverns here, and basically the berries come from the gatherers' huts, and they produce alcohol, which I believe improves the health of the people, maybe the happiness. Either way, people are very healthy and they're very happy. So, yeah, we're basically trading in firewood. We've also got another gatherer's hut here and another forester's lodge. Again, just set to plant, just to generate a little bit of extra food. Our population's actually massive at the moment. We've got, it's exploded to about over 103 people. So, it's never been that high before. It was 50 for most of the game, with about 20 people in school. So, it's pretty cool. We're going to have to find something for everyone to do. There's a few more foresters' lodges down here, with 2 people in each, who are just basically producing sustainable firewood. And we've built bridges to areas like this where we can harvest the stone or the iron as and when it's needed. So yeah, we are completely self-sufficient. I haven't actually touched this in, I don't know, good 10 minutes. And everything's just basically running itself at the moment. You'll notice the configuration of the houses are quite spread out. This is deliberate because you want people to live near where they work. So, for example, the people in here might work over in the Forester Lodge here. I don't know, they might do. So, basically, you want to spread the manpower out across the map. If you have too many people concentrated in a small area, you can get resource shortages and stuff. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I'm gonna probably save the game and go to bed because I've been up too late. But yeah, hope this gives you some ideas, and I will speak to you guys soon. Cool. Have a great day, guys, and night. Good night.